This is YSM Sports Media. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification button for all future content. Show your boy some love, man. I'm out here working hard. Well, it seems like the Cold War is dead. Reports have come out that says Shawn Porter has been given a go-ahead on the Al Haymon side to start negotiating the Terence Crawford fight. Now, the only things left is for Crawford and Porter, who are friends, to decide on if they want to fight and if it's worth it. Now, much to the dismay of PBC/Al Haymon haters, this is going to destroy the narrative that PBC fighters are afraid or aren't allowed to fight top-ranked guys. Even though Bob Arum has come out and said that him and Al have had plenty of talks and that the Crawford versus Spence fight was supposed to happen in late 2020 and that they're going to make more fights together in the future. Seems like Bob and Kenny Porter are very keen on this fight. They want this next. But Terence Crawford and Shawn Porter, Terence Crawford just did an interview with DAZN and he really doesn't seem interested. And if you look at it from his point of view, can you blame him? I mean, he's not going to make an abnormal amount of money for this fight. It doesn't come with a belt, and that's your friend in the opposing corner. Now, Shawn Porter has more to gain. Shawn Porter has already fought Earl Spence, Keith Thurman, and Danny Garcia on the Al Haymon side. The only fighter really left is Terence Crawford and possibly Manny Pacquiao, which I don't think that fight happened. Porter is looking for another opportunity and another big payday. Whereas though Crawford, while he doesn't have the high-level opposition on the top-ranked side, he's already getting a guarantee, and he's looking for unification bouts at this point. But the question I have is, who's Terence Crawford fans going to blame if this fight doesn't come to fruition? I'm curious, because all reports says that Al's given the go-ahead for this fight to be negotiated. So the only things left is for Porter and Crawford to come to some type of agreement. Now, if you watch the interview with DAZN, Terence Crawford doesn't seem interested. But all you've heard from the top-ranking Terence Crawford side is these PBC guys don't want to fight. They're scared. They're ducking me. There is no side of the street. But now you have a PBC guy available because Spence is not. Danny Garcia has a fight lined up. Keith Thurman's coming off of a loss. So now you have a PBC guy available, a top guy. So I need to see that same energy. Now, mind you, I'm a Terence Crawford fan, but I'm a realist, right? I hold him responsible, well, partly responsible for him not getting the big fights. And before you jump down my throat, I'll just explain, right? He knew when he re-signed with Top Rank with 2 years to go on his deal, he knew that PBC and Top Rank didn't have the best of relationships, but he wanted his guaranteed money, and he got his guaranteed money. But while getting his guaranteed money, he's complaining that the other guys don't want to fight, as if Top Rank and PBC have been doing business on a regular basis for the last 10 to 15 years. Mind you, when I say PBC, I mean Al Haymon. PBC is just a TV show, and Al Haymon's career, was well on its way before its creation. But Bud made those decisions consciously. He knew that there was a possibility, because of Bob's and Al's bad relationship, that he wouldn't get the big fights. But he signed that guaranteed deal. It's a good deal, by the way, but he signed, knowing all the factors. If that's the case, you can't act like a victim. You can't. You knew what you were getting into before you did. Before you signed, you knew, right? So now there's a big fight on fruition. Now, Keith Thurman and Shawn Porter were friends. They still fought. So it's not beyond the realm of possibility that this fight can't be made. But we're going to see exactly how bad Bud wants a big fight, because it's on the horizon. He can push for it, but we're going to see. And if Bud chooses not to go forward, all the PBC/Al Haymon haters and Terence Crawford's fans, they're going to have to eat crow. And mind you, I'm a Terence Crawford fan. I think Bud's pound for pound number one. I think he's the best boxer in the world. But we got to stop with acting like he's a victim. You got to stop. He's not a victim. He's not. He knew all that this situation entailed, right? He chose to sign with Top Rank anyway. I got no problem with a dude going out and trying to get his money. Hey, do your thing, brother. But you are not a victim. Now, I think that there's something that Terence Crawford fans and Al Haymon haters are going to have to come to grips with. There is an Al Haymon fighter that is willing to fight Terence Crawford. Bob and Al are going to work together in the future. But does Terence Crawford really want all the guys on the PBC side, or does he just want Earl Spence? Because I'm having a hard time trying to figure out which one it is. If he wants this fight, he can push for it. Now, if he doesn't take it, y'all gonna have to start pointing the finger at Bud. Because even though that is his friend, I get that. But Keith Thurman and Shawn Porter were friends. They still fought. So if this doesn't happen, you can't blame Al like y'all do for everything else. You can't blame Bob. This is on the fighters. Let's not, as fans, be invested in this side of the street nonsense either. Let's just look forward to these fights being made. But before I go, I want to send a shout out to one of our partners, Mybookie.ag. Best internet gambling website there is, Mybookie.ag. If you want to sign up, click the link in the description box. You won't be disappointed. Let me know in the comments below. Do you see this fight happening? Do you think other PBC/Top Rank fights get made? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. YSM Sports Media. We out.